So you want to be a remote DJ and be able to mix wherever you want. I've recorded a lot of mixes on the ends of hikes, up mountains, even in cold ice and snow. And today I'm going to show you how I do it. I'll cover the gear I've used, how I pick locations, how I create my set lists, how I record the mixes, and then at the end how I put them together. So putting together a setup to DJ outside is actually pretty easy. All you have to do is get the battery power, the mixer, and then something to record it on, like a camera. What's actually a lot more difficult is scouting out locations. And so I'm going to take you on a little bit of a scouting trip, and we're going to go find somewhere that I can mix in future. I tried to put on the helmet, but the thing wouldn't get on, so that's not my fault. Yeah, we're in the industrial district, a bit of a vibe. I saw a really good DJ spot back there that I'm going to go try to take a photo of it to stake a claim and remember to come back to it, because that's how I find all my best spots, is I'll take a picture with my phone and I put them in a little album that I keep. And then what I do is I go on Google Maps and I save them up. When I have time to go DJ, I'll go and pick one of them that is close by or that I can get to, or that if I need a car, I can get a car. And I'll go do it. We're almost there. All right, so we've arrived at Michael's and I'm gonna get a little supply for something. I can't tell you yet, it's a surprise. On this episode of Gearbusters, do you need fancy expensive gear to record an outdoor DJ set? Adrian describes 2 different remote DJ setups and takes one out for a spin. He shows you how his portable setup works from scratch. Who are the Gearbusters? Adrian Mack. It's funny, every time I think I've reached the bottom, it was a false floor. With over 5 years of lonely DJing experience, he doesn't just show the gear, he puts it to the test. Setup 1 is lighter and a lot more affordable. Adrian uses this one for more remote locations. A starter DJ controller like a Pioneer DDJ FLX4 or a Newmark Mixtrack Platinum FX, a laptop, headphones, a speaker, and a camera and tripod to record. Setup 2 is a lot more complex and also expensive. A Pioneer XDJ RX3 is the tool of choice, powered with a camping battery. Headphones and a speaker, of course, are required as always. This fancier standalone DJ controller both looks better and also doesn't require a laptop to do the mixing. You might also want to consider a platform for mixing on. Adrian has used a folding table, various surfaces, and even an ironing board. So, do you need fancy gear to record a forest DJ mix? We can consider that gear myth busted. Now, let's go record a DJ set. I usually start by preparing my set list once I've chosen a location. So what I'll do is I'll look at the place that I'm going to and think about the vibe that location has. So for example, out here in Utah, out in the open, it was, massive expanse of desert, pretty epic sunset. And so I figured, okay, I know that this place is huge. I'm gonna do a big progressive house set. By location, you can kind of figure out what sort of vibe you're anticipating and construct your list around it. There are no hard rules, and sometimes it might feel fun to play what is inappropriate music for the location you're at. So what I'll do is I'll pick out one song that kind of captures the essence of what I'm trying to do, and I can add to that song to build my playlist. I'll use a Spotify playlist or a record pool. If you don't know what a record pool is, it's essentially a subscription service that DJs can sign up for. They have tons of music, and you normally pay a monthly fee for a certain amount of downloads, or unlimited depending on which one you go for. And they tend to have related tracks to the track you're listening to, and so it's a great way to uncover music you don't know about. I love to use SoundCloud as well. There's a lot of bootlegs and unreleased remixes and edits that you can get downloads for on, say, hypeedit.com. These websites have stuff that you just can't get anywhere else. So you couldn't get it on iTunes. You can't get these extended cuts which have DJ intros, DJ outros, acapella intros, acapella outros, BPM transition mixes. All of these things that you can get through record pools and Beatport and SoundCloud, of course, are things that have kind of become staples in my library. I've used a few record pools, and the one that I've been the most happy with in my time is Zip DJ. So, you know, I've got no subscribers and fans, but yeah, sponsor me, guys. I've also found myself using Spotify radio and user-created playlists quite frequently because it's people with similar taste who generate the data for those things. And so you can find songs you would never have heard about just because someone else had it in their playlist and their listens. Come, I'll show you how I'll put together a playlist right now. Alright, so we've just logged onto my computer and I'm going to put together a playlist to mix with. I'll kind of show you my thought process as I go with it. So let's say we're putting together a UKG playlist. And look, I can filter by different genres, so where is it? And now this is all my UKG tracks. Nice. And so what I do is I'll pick one song that I like, and I'll just pull it into the playlist over here. This is a classic, we love On and On. But yeah, I'll just go around, pick songs that I think will fit in quite well. Not just for me. And eventually you'll be left with a playlist. The playlist I'm gonna mix with today is this one, which I put together a little while ago. It's just got a bunch of kind of fun little techno remixes. I think it's gonna be good. But yeah, I think this will be fun. I'll see you out there. Guys, so just arrived at the DJ location and we're hiking up to find a place where we can mix. I've actually mixed up here before in the past. I did a power lines mix underneath one of these guys. Probably looks like a sick angle, but I can't see it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna explore a little bit, find a new place to go. Yeah, let's see. All right, so we are looking down this hill, and I think I could set up on that path down there and have like a wide camera from up here. I think it would be, you know, be a bit cool because we normally have it right up in our face, but I think if we locked it off up here and I was all the way down there, it'd be like a nice little change. But gotta go check it's not muddy and disgusting before I do anything. So yeah, I'll be back. All right, so found a nice little spot and I'm gonna set up over here and then I'm gonna put you guys up on this hill over there so we got like a nice extreme wide angle. But for the time being, let's get this guy set up. So I usually start with the ironing board because I like to use it as a surface for all the other electronics. Got this guy, which has got all of the main DJ gear in it, so let's get around to it. Okay. I feel like Billy Mays. DJ controller. Laptop. And let's get out some cables. So we've got hard drive with all the music on it. USB to connect the controller to the laptop. And RCA to aux. So this is the one that I'm going to plug into the speaker. So got the speaker first.
I'm feeling down for a bit, I know. But I just wanna see your body, I swear. Yeah, I know I keep it on the low. Something you got that can't compare. Yeah, I'll be gone for a minute, I'll be gone for a minute, maybe. Give me a chance and listen, give me a chance and listen to me. How long feels like forever to me, to me, to me, to me.
Now that we're set up down here, I'm gonna run you up this way. So I'm gonna put you all up on this hill and see how it looks. So yeah, let's go do that. All right, we'll try framing up like that. You know what? Actually, we're gonna put it down. Perfect.
I'm feeling down for a bit, I know. But I just wanna see your body, I swear. I know I keep it on the door. But there's something you got that can't compare. I'm sad, but it will pass by. For right now, just call my phone. I'd love to talk about some little things.
All right, so now let's do a little bit of teardown. All right, almost done. Let's just take this guy down and we'll be good to go. All right. Let's get out of here. Okay, I'd say that was a success. We recorded the set, we made it up the stairs alive, and now we can go home. Oh my God. This often happens with DJing outside, is that you'll be quite uncomfortable while you're recording, and when you're in the moment, you just kind of have to remember, look, it's for the greater good. I'll be okay later on. Right now I'm really cold, my hands are not working, or I'm tired, or I'm sweaty from the hiking, or I'm carrying this stupid ironing board because that's what I envisioned, you know? You can do all kinds of stuff and it will be difficult. But if you really care about it, then it's not that bad. And honestly, I've done some miserable stuff like hiking in snow, pouring rain in Utah, the coral dunes, the coral pink sand dunes. There was awful cold wind blowing sand into me and it was like being sandblasted for an hour straight. But at the end of it, you kind of laugh and you realize like, I did something absurdly difficult for no good reason. And that's what fun is, isn't it? Let's get home.
Anyway, we're back. I took all of the footage and put it onto my computer, and I'm going to show you how I put it together. It's not going to be the most elaborate edit ever, but I've kind of, I'm going to show you the basics. So I use DaVinci Resolve, which is a free software from Blackmagic, the camera company. And something that I love is there's a feature on their timeline which will auto align your clips. And this is something that For a long time, I spent ages kind of nudging videos back and forth just to line things up. But anyway, let's make a new project. Let's call it Techno Mix Trail Park. Okay, so we're into a fresh project, nothing in here, and let's import our video. So what I've done here is just on my other screen, I'm just selecting the clips that I've got. So that was the action cam, the main cam, and then last but not least, the recording. So the recording that you get out of Rekordbox is always kind of the same format. And so you can see the title is recording, and then the date. My computer's kind of cooked, so all of this is a bit messed up, but we've got our clips. So now that we've got everything imported, I go into the edit tab, and the first thing I'll bring in will be the music. So here we are. Let's try not to get copyright claimed right off the bat. So this is our song, or our mix, sorry, and you can see that it is 17 minutes long. Nice, short and sweet. Normally this is about an hour, maybe 45 minutes with me, but we just wanted to get something nice and quick. So now let's start bringing in our footage. We've got the action cam and the music, and this is where the magic is. If I select both of them in DaVinci Resolve, right click, auto align clips based on waveform, it'll think for a second, and watch this, how amazing. It'll line them right up. So now I don't even need to, I used to have to go in and see when I press the button. So you can see like here, I would find that moment and then I'd drag the music up to it. Nah, we don't need to do that anymore. I'm gonna bring in our other clip. This time, I'll do it the old-fashioned way, just to show y'all how it used to be with me. Like, let's find the very moment where I press. Okay, there it was. Do you see that? We can hear the moment it clicks. It clicks right there. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut the footage there. I have a hotkey for that, but if you press B, that's your blade tool. So I've cut it at that point, and I'm gonna remove all of the footage before that. And now let's do some lining up. So you can see where the music begins. Geez, sometimes I'm just on one. Yeah, oh, that's pretty damn good. All right. So we've got all of them lined up. And what I'm gonna do is trim just a bit before, and also trim this one. And I'm gonna delete those so that it starts from here. Okay, let's mute that. You see, we're already cooking. And what I'll do is I'll just kind of watch it. This is a bit of a jarring cut, so let's go. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it muted because I don't want to get flagged. But I like to cut on the beat, so you know, I'll find like the end of a bar, and then say somewhere up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe I'll cut there. And I just like to have it kind of go between them. So we've got the wide cam, and then we're gonna go back in. Oh, close cam. That wouldn't be a good place to cut because look at me. I look like I'm panicking. I still look like I'm panicking. I have a terrible resting bitch face though, so don't come to me for examples. You can add a title. So I use just plain text. Let's call it something. Techno Mix in the woods. And we'll give it a font. Oh yeah, look how cool that is. Jeez. Let's do some coloration, and then that's pretty much it. So I like to go, or I don't like to go, I have to go into the color. DJI has its own color space, D-Log M, for this camera, which I'm shooting on right now actually, and it is kind of like a semi-log space. I can't really explain that here, but there's a conversion LUT. I don't really like how it looks personally, so I'm just gonna grade it myself. I mean, in essence, this is just to your preference, right? So I'm just kind of bringing it in line to what I like. This one is shot on Sony, so you'll have to do this with whatever your camera requires. You can shoot on an iPhone. A lot of my stuff is shot on iPhone. Sony, in this case, the camera I shot on, it has its own LUT, which will kind of bring it in line back into Rec 709, what we're used to seeing. And and I'm just gonna tweak around a little bit. It really, you can do whatever you want. So before and after. And once I've done editing this whole thing, oh god, look how ugly that is. See, it's because I only have the corrections on this clip. If I select the other ones, so if I hold shift now, and I've selected them, if you press your middle mouse button, so that one there, while hovering over a clip, it'll copy that color grade to the other clips. But if we just line them all up so they look the same, yeah. Oh, look at the sun moving, isn't it cool? Let's not get off topic. So we've got all of that lined up. Honestly, most of my mixes for the first like year didn't have any processing done at the end, so obviously you don't need it, but I found that it does, for my personal enjoyment, it does matter. The title, I'm just gonna put something in. This is the name of the final video file. And see, now I've selected a location to render it. I go H.264. I normally render out in 4K, but I mean, I'm just gonna set it to 1080p because we don't have time for that nonsense. And I have kind of dialed these settings in the past, so add to render queue. And when you click render roll, it'll start cooking. The editing process of this, in my opinion, is very minimal. Like there's hardly any cutting apart from just preference. If you have multiple angles, a drone would be cool. Oh, a fellow who went by on his bike. Fun. So that's how I do it. It's pretty simple, right? Like altogether, this could take you a day from start to finish to come up with something. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate anyone who is interested in this type of thing because it is so darn niche, and so it would be amazing if some of y'all did stuff like this and got in touch, show me what you did, because I think it is hilarious and unique. Every time I'm out mixing like this, people give me the strangest looks, and I don't blame them, because walking with an ironing board in the woods, you're either a serial killer or psychotic, and I'm actually both. So let's make some art. See you guys in the next one. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be nothing like this. Toodaloo!